Hey guys, a bit later. I'm like starting to really recognize that I only have really 2 days. I mean, technically 3, but really 2 actual days to get this move done. So it's like 1 a.m. right now. I'm about to see if I can schedule some movers to just come and like pack up the remainder of the things that I have here. Just have that on the schedule and then spend the next day literally just throwing out as many things as I can and like making it so that all that's left here is what would be picked up by the movers. Similarly with the donations that I'm planning to hand to St. Mary's Church, I just want to make sure that I've gone through like all of my clothes and like products and stuff and just like got really clear on like what exactly is coming with me versus not. Because right now something I'm struggling with is what exactly the suitcases are that I should pack to take with me. But like really what I would love to take is just one big suitcase, one carry-on suitcase, that's it. Right now I have like my one big suitcase decently full and I haven't even put in my closet clothes in there yet. So that's not even including like products, that's not including Lola's stuff. Like it's just not gonna cut it. So I need to tomorrow is just gonna be a busy day of figuring out where to go from here logistically. And I'm getting a little overwhelmed, I can't lie. So I'm just going to do my best to like, as much as possible, schedule things and get them on the books just to know that certain things will be taken care of, and then just trust that I will figure out how best to pack up, you know, my items with that knowledge in mind. So I'm just over it. I'm like very over it. Like out of nowhere, I just got really irritated and like stressed out and overwhelmed. Honestly, it was a very, very long day for me. I didn't get enough sleep and I had like just a really shitty commute from the airport, and ended up having to like cancel / postpone some plans. Who knows if I'll be able to like hang out with them anymore. That never feels good either. And then there's just like so much to do in this apartment, which is just so discouraging, but I can't really do anything about it in this moment because I know I should just be sleeping. Social life be damned for right now. Like obviously it's unfortunate if I'm not able to hang out with people, but I have shit to get done and I don't have enough time to do it, and it's just me, so it is what it is type shit. So hey guys, it was a bit of a stressful night, as you know, from my journey back home from DC, but it's a new day. I'm not gonna act like I'm not stressed and a little overwhelmed, but I've decided today I'm just gonna go and reserve a storage unit at that same place that I had toured earlier this month. And then I've already have it kind of in mind, the pieces, like the suitcases and the couple of items that I plan to actually store. So I've decided that whatever doesn't fit in that just isn't coming, and I'm not gonna stress myself out with like trying to fit it all and figure it all out. So I'm walking Lola now. I'm gonna go reserve that unit and then spend the rest of the day just like packing things strategically for my move to my friend's place out west, and then also what I'm okay parting with and leaving in storage in that while that I'll be out there. I don't really know necessarily like what the plan's gonna be to like get those items back. I don't know that I'll be living in New York when I'm ready for those items, so obviously figuring out how to get them to their new home, wherever that new home is going to be a journey in and of itself. But just for right now, this is what I gotta do in the circumstances that I'm in until I get more clarity and certainty. So yeah, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the day packing. First, the items that I'm gonna like take with me on my flight, which again, I'm still trying to figure out how to condense that to just the one suitcase and carry-on, but I'm starting to feel like it's gonna have to be just 2 suitcases. Trying not to be stressed, but I am. It is what it is. I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed. Lola's freaking out right now. I'm just doing my best. I'm literally just doing my best right now. Started laying out some clothes and stuff to begin packing my items and whatnot. Basically, what I was trying to do was lay everything out according to what I would leave in New York versus what I would take with me. I'm staying with a friend of mine who lives in Vegas, and the climate there is just, it's kind of weird where it's like super cold, but then also hot as well. So I was having a hard time like deciding what clothes I should keep versus take. Let me show you what I'm doing. So I like had like a leave pile, stay pile, and I think honestly what I'm gonna end up doing is just like taking the chance and leaving everything that is warm. And if for whatever reason it gets like warmer there for longer than I'm actually going to have clothes to maintain, then I'll just pick up a couple items as needed. And then when I'm ready, like come and get my stuff from New York, I can just do that. So I talked to my friend about it and I decided that I am gonna do the 2 suitcases, but I think what I'll probably do is 2 checked bags and then my backpack. And then obviously I'll like fill up my backpack with as many things as I can. It's a pretty good backpack and it's pretty big as far as like what it can handle. So then I'll just have Lola's carrier, which will be like my underseat item. And I can always put my backpack in the overhead bin. So the more things I start putting in suitcases or boxes, the more manageable this will all become. Here's where we're at. We have this suitcase. I'm going to basically try to pack everything you see here into this suitcase. And then second suitcase, similar situation. All of this will get organized and packed in here. Main order of business at this point is figuring out what of like my products is gonna come with me. So what bathroom products as far as like skincare, hair care, hygiene, hair tools like my blow dryer, my diffuser absolutely have to come. I also want to make sure I make some space for Lola's things. So, you know, obviously her harness and her leash she'll be wearing, but like I want to pack a few of her toys. I was going to pack her bed, but I just don't think it makes sense to do it. So she goes in her crate as I'm literally talking about her. Food, I'm also gonna have to pack as well. So that I need to leave space for because I won't be packing her Ollie packs until literally like the night before. So that's part of what's also been a little bit confusing and hard to place, is just there's certain things that I like can't pack right now. Anyway, I still haven't eaten food. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is finding some food to eat, eating, taking a shower and washing my hair. I did wash it on Friday, but I was at a friend's place and they didn't have like all the products that I typically use and need, and I don't know, it just feels old now. Like it feels as though I washed it a week ago rather than 2 days ago. So I'm gonna do that so that I can pack all of my hair stuff in the suitcase as well, and then just know that just mentally know that that's like taken care of. I'm just gonna go through like my makeup bags and stuff. Definitely pack my perfumes, but like all the different makeup pieces. What are the items that I really want to come with me versus the ones that are like not that pressing. I've already set aside an outfit that I plan to wear for the journey down, so I at least have that out the way. And then I have to do that load of laundry that I talked about, so that's another thing I want to get done today. I'm going to finalize my storage unit reservation. What I'm hoping to accomplish by the end of today, to be honest, is like all of the things that I want packed in these 2 suitcases and my backpack, even if they're not perfectly packed and they're just like laid on top of those like items themselves, like the bags themselves, even that I'll be fine with. And then my hair washed. I've already started packing. Like I finished 1 carry-on suitcase that's gonna be stored. If I could finish the other 2 suitcases, like my books and my old journals, absolutely will be packing those. So it's just a matter of like, will I pack those in that larger storage bag, or I'm gonna pack them in like the plastic containers? That I need to figure that out. So once I have all the items laid out for the things I'm going to be taking with me, I think that will help me decide how to pack the other essential things that will be like staying here, like I said, with like my books and stuff like that. So there's just so many little things, and those little things are like just driving me up the wall. Like I just can't continue looking at them. It's like stressing me out, if I'm being honest. Just want to be rid of them already. And because there are like some random important things littered amongst the non-important things, that's why it kind of feels a little bit stressful and overwhelming, because I am gonna have to take the time to sit through and like go through and organize it in a way that I can actually make sense of. Trying to give myself grace. I've accomplished a lot just by, you know, clearing out my closet, packing, and separating all the things that I will be taking as far as clothing. So that was a huge win. I don't want to discount that. But yeah, that's the plan. So I do nothing other than put all the things that are important to me in their respective places by the end of tonight, like just knowing that this is where this is going to go and this is where that's going to go, even if they don't get fully packed away in those receptacles, I'm okay with that, because at least I know they're where they're supposed to be, and they will be packed more efficiently at a later time. You know, that's what's been preventing me from like completing my reservation and like actually booking the storage unit, because I'm like, okay, I still gotta make sure that like I have enough space. I think I'm just like paranoid that I like need more space. Quick update. So today was a little bit rough, as you guys saw. I ended up getting honestly really emotional, had a little bit of a cry session, and did some journaling, praying. I mean, I cuddled with Lola and just kind of vented to her. This move has been really rough on me, and I'm trying to, there's just so much grief associated with it, and just like larger things going on in my life around like finding my place and like feeling like I have somewhere I belong. Like that is hard enough on its own. You add the complexity of the logistic elements with me traveling across the country, having to downsize an entire apartment to fit in a small storage unit, you know, just guilt about having to give certain things away, throw certain things out. Like it's just been tough. It's really been a lot. So today I decided to have like, again, that last little nug. I remember I mentioned before I had like had a little bit of it when I was on my way to a date, and I still had some left over. So I had some of that, and that really helped me feel just a little bit more, sorry, my dishwasher's going, but just helped me feel a little bit more in control, and not in control in the sense of like obviously there's a lot out of my control, but just like there are things that I can do, and I should just focus on doing those things and let that be enough. We got this suitcase almost done, halfway done, at least the clothing part. Gonna organize that, and then over here I'm about to go in and do the same thing on this side, just get everything organized and then start working on that side of it. And then pack Lola's toys as well, just so everything is in one place. And I'll have a few of her toys, and then also her frozen food will be packed in there as well before we go. But I'll take out a little bit of her stuff, like her bowls, treats, and like one of those Ollie packs, and just pack it in my backpack to have on hand, water cup. For the rest of the night, I'm just going to finish that load of laundry that's going on right now. Based on whatever's in that pile, either add it to the going suitcases or the staying suitcases. Really leaning towards staying suitcases, just to continue to not overpack. I decided I'm not gonna wash my hair tonight. I'm just gonna do it after my interview tomorrow. And I don't think that I'm gonna be taking any of the products besides the my expensive conditioner and my styling gel. Everything else I think I'm just gonna end up leaving. I also have a shower oil that I plan to take, but like everything else is just gonna stay here. And my leave-in, forgot about that. Yeah, so like those are things that I know I'm gonna use every day, if not like weekly, so I don't want to like leave them, especially since like they cost money. I started this new show on Prime Video and it's like exactly what I need. It's Cruel Intentions. It's like a remake of that movie, I believe it was. And I actually haven't watched the movie, but I didn't start watching white people movies till I was like much older, so like that whole thing missed me. But I love me a YA, like cunty, high school, college, young adult type series. That is my brand. That is my bread and butter. I'm a Vampire Diaries girly. I'm a OC One Tree Hill girly. I get down boots with them. Some I turn pretty even. So I'm having a good time. It's a perfect thing to play while I'm trying to pack things up and not get stressed and overwhelmed. It's feeling a little bit more relaxing. Decided I'm just going to get the slightly bigger storage unit. I feel like I was getting real stressed out about whether or not things would fit in the storage unit the way that I wanted it to. And something else I'm gonna do is like walk to the storage unit itself again and talk to them in person and be like, hey, I want to upgrade actually. And I just feel like the act of like walking outside, giving myself some time to think about it. I'm not gonna bring Lola that time. Talk to the people one-on-one. Hopefully the guy that I saw from last time is also there, because I feel like he was, I don't want to say he liked me, but he was being real nice to me and said he would hook me up, whatever. And I forgot what days he worked, so I'm hoping tomorrow, with it being a Monday, he's here, and that way I can try to get this done sooner rather than later. I'm keeping it small, but there are like 1 or 2 items where if I had somebody to actually help me physically carry it, like I would be in good shape. So, and there goes the dryer. We love that, thank you. Good morning, guys, it's a new day. I went to bed around like 1 a.m. and woke up at like 7:15 to use the bathroom, and as per usual, I was super congested and stuffy and just couldn't breathe. I did do a meditation and listen to some like high frequency sounds. I did a little journaling. But I'm about to walk Lola and pick up a cream cheese bagel to treat myself. I'm pleased to say that like most of the things that I need to get rid of, I have gotten rid of. I've already packed one of my storage containers. I've started packing another giant storage bag, and I finished packing one of my carry-on suitcases. I have 2 carry-on suitcases left that I can pack things in, and then also half of that storage bag. I'm supposed to end this day having finished packed. That will help me feel much more calm about this whole thing, which is another reason I did that meditation. I've just been feeling so anxious. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's go walk Lola. Today's a packing day, interview day, errands day, hair washing day. I don't know, I feel like I be having like a lot that I be trying to get done in every single day, and it's like, I understand that it's a lot, but it's also like, I don't really know what the alternative would have been. Like, all of these things do need to get done today, and I'm like, why does this keep happening? Why do I always have so much to get done? Obviously, I'm not in high energy mood right now because I've only gotten a few hours of sleep, but we're doing our best.
That's it.
Next. Hi, good morning. Hi, good morning. We're gonna send the raisins.
Storage unit has been secured. We are well underway. My little helper is over there helping me pack this suitcase. Again, this suitcase is coming with me, so is that suitcase in the far corner. But that one in the middle I'm planning to store, so I'm just putting in some clothes that I plan to drop in the storage unit, mostly warm things. The more I think about this, the more I'm just like, I feel like I should just like order a zip car, pack the zip car up, literally drive it around the corner, fill up my storage unit. Like, I just feel like I can't be bothered to keep trying to figure things out on my own. My other friend who does actually have a car, like her friend and roommate just had like really bad surgery, and just she's been having really bad health issues. She just got discharged from the hospital literally this weekend, so I don't want to ask her. This is another one of those examples of like, you just gotta figure shit out on your own and just make shit shake. I'm just gonna do my interview. I'm not gonna stress myself out about it. I started looking at these chairs again. I'm like, at this point, I'm about to just like take the clear chair and leave these two blush ones. One, because I don't want to deal with it anymore, and two, my next chapter, pink colored chairs in velvet is just not something I'm gonna be using. So that's that on that. A lot of progress has been made as far as like the Vegas bags. I've kind of cleared up one of them and gotten it organized. The other one I'm gonna do after my interview. I have one bag almost fully packed, and I have another box with like more of my important documents and stuff also mostly packed, which I know I keep talking about, but really just be done with that today. Like, close those boxes or those suitcases. The reason why I haven't really done that yet is because of the hair and skincare products, but I started packing the skincare products. The hair care products I just can't pack until tonight. I'm just gonna wash my hair after I get my interview out the way, so that's why I can't pack them right this second. But once I have done that, I will be packing those hair products, which I don't know, I'm looking at my suitcases now and I'm like, them hair products is big, okay? They are big. I'm not gonna bother trying to take this with me. It's like, it's definitely more than halfway done, and I'm gonna use some of it today, as well as the rest of this treatment. But yeah, and then I'll be packing this for sure. No matter what, this needs to come with me, so we just gonna have to figure it out. That, and also this leave-in, like, it is what it is. Those two are coming, so whoever gotta get left so they can come, they're gonna get left. Definitely taking this and my gloves, and then also this Tangle Teaser, one of the few things that works on my hair. And I'll take my butterfly clips and call it a day. As for over here, the blow dryer is definitely coming. Diffuser attachment definitely coming. For sure coming is toner, deodorant, eye drops, scrunchies, more scrunchies, and those brushes. Everything else, I feel like I've already put in this. So if it's not in there, it's probably not coming with me at this point. So yeah. Okay guys, slight change of plans. I feel like I keep talking about this, and I too am sick of it. I too am ready to be done. Plan is still the same as far as like what we're hoping to achieve in the apartment. Everything will be packed tonight. Yeah. I'm planning to end this night with everything in their respective places and ready to go. I'm getting stressed out again, just imagining how I'm gonna make that happen, but I think it's because I'm still trying to decide like things to keep versus give away, and I'm just so over that at this point that I'm about to just throw as many things as possible right into the trash and let it be somebody else's problem. So it's unfortunate and I hate that, but it's just me. I'm just a girl. I'm one person. I'm not going to try and change the world and get myself worked up about it like I have been for the past 2 weeks. So that's what we're gonna go do now. Trash time. And then I'm gonna make myself some ramen or something to hold me over for lunchtime before dinner. Hello loves, a few hours later, I'm going to rent a car, basically rent a Zip car. And the storage space again is like not even a full 100 feet away from my apartment, but it is across like a major highway, so I basically can't just like walk it over. But to give you guys some updates on how things are progressing in the apartment, I did another huge purge, put a lot of trash out. At this point, the only things that are left in the apartment are items that I'll be storing, which are now like pretty much all packed. So this is all stuff that's gonna be donated. Obviously not this duffel bag and backpack, but all of this is gonna be donated Same with this vacuum. So none of this I'm really counting in my preparations. But this suitcase is pretty much all packed. I'm gonna see which of the two suitcases can fit my remaining toiletries. So I have this toiletry bag, and then I have the one from the bathroom. But I also need to fit this blow dryer because I cannot, there's just no way I can go anywhere without this blow dryer, and I haven't washed my hair yet, so I'm just waiting until I've done that to figure out like where in this situation the blow dryer could fit. I think what I might end up doing is just putting the toiletry bag in my backpack and then packing the blow dryer, my diffuser, and this toiletry bag in the suitcases and just calling it a day. Everything else you see in this apartment, which I'm trying my best not to like show how crazy things look in here, but like you can kind of see like in the kitchen there's just like a bunch of like random little bits and bobs. A lot of that is gonna get thrown away, or it's things that I'm like actively using right now. What else? Yeah, honestly, I think that's it. Like I rented the zip car, or I'm going to rent the zip car tonight. My friend is gonna come over in the morning and we're just gonna spend the morning moving these items into the storage unit. So I don't feel like I have like too much. So it's this storage bag, these containers right here, the chair, the jacket I will probably be packing or wearing, question mark, I haven't decided yet. And then this weighted blanket, mirror, these two suitcases, another mirror, and then whatever I end up fitting in this carry-on. So those are the items that are going to be stored away. Oh, also, oh my god, Lola's crate and my TV, that's also going to go into the storage unit. So definitely not nothing, but not a crazy amount either. I feel like at most we'll have to make 2 trips. Like I really don't see us needing a third. I'm probably gonna get like a mid-size SUV, not like a terribly big one, and we'll just like take them out in 2 trips and call it a day. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little puzzled at how I'm going to fit in a couple of these items. But I'm so grateful for my friend. She's gonna come and help me in the morning. I'm gonna get her a little breakfast sandwich. That's another reason I haven't brought the 2 pink chairs down, because I want her to be able to have somewhere to sit. So we'll just sit and eat and then get to work, and then she has work. She has to head into the office in the afternoon. So I'm just so appreciative of her. She took some time off to help me. My community is truly everything to me. Like when you don't have family to really count on like that, and that's not to say I have my grandmother, and you know she helps me as much as she can, but she's 90. You know, there's only so much she can do. So it's just so lovely to have friends who really like care about you and are willing to show up for you in like tangible ways and make sure you're good, you know. I am about to take Lola for a walk, book this zip car, do a little gardening, and then I'm probably gonna order some dinner. I haven't been cooking, and I also just like got rid of all of the cooking implements that I do have in the last like 2 hours. So I'm going to order something. I haven't decided what I wanted yet, which I also think the gardening will help me with. I know that my vlogs have been a lot of just talking and less of the actual showing, but it's so hard to like actually film me doing stuff when there are things that I normally do while playing music or that I need my phone to do, because I'm filming on my phone for right now. So right now, this is what we're working with. So thank you guys for being patient with me. We'll be in Vegas in 2 days. So you and I will be on this journey together. It's gonna be an adjustment. Things will change, things will shift, but hopefully all for the better. Hey guys, so the illustrious Vegas packing has been completed. I have packed my 2 suitcases for the flight out west. I definitely had to pack them super tight, but fingers crossed there's no issues at check-in in about 24 hours. and that everything goes in smoothly. I ended up washing my hair like I said I would. Just threw it back in this little slick back. I don't have any of my brushes. I realized that I either threw them out or put them into storage, so I don't have access to them or my hair gel. I am all packed up for Vegas and pretty much all packed up for my storage unit. My friend's coming here in the morning. She's coming over here around like 10. I have the car from like 10:30 to 1:30. I think we'll be done before then, and as a gesture of goodwill and like a thank you and just like appreciating her, I'm gonna get her a breakfast sandwich that we can eat together before we start working, and then when I'm all set, I'm going to drive her to her office because it's not that far. It's probably like a 20-minute drive from where I live. And then my bed and any like remaining items, like I have the 2 chairs I said I wasn't gonna bring, I'm just gonna leave them here. I have a really good relationship with my super and he's okay with disposing of them for me, so I will just be leaving that there for them. They were giving me so many issues with like trying to get Lola's service animal certification done. It was honestly so much better on Spirit. Like to this day, no one's service animal process has been as simple as Spirit's, unfortunately. But whatever, we're just gonna get there early. I have pretty much all her documents on my phone. I'll do some like double checking to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. And we're gonna head there super early. Our flight is at like 7:30, so we'll be heading out of here at like 4 in the morning. But I'm hoping that means like no one is gonna be online and like bothering me. Tomorrow, breakfast with my friend, load up the storage unit, take her to work, clean up the apartment, hand off my donations, say goodbye to some friends. Need to disconnect and end my service for both Con Edison and Verizon Fios, and then that's really it. Like, it was not a smooth journey to get here, but we made it here nonetheless, and very thankful for like the little shows of love and support along the way. It's definitely hard doing this stuff on your own. It's so fucking difficult. I cannot even begin to tell you, not even just physically and logistically, but also emotionally. But for the like random pockets of support and help and like compassion and grace and even just a kind word that I've received throughout this process, I'm so grateful, because it has been rough. It has been so rough on me. I might make a separate video about this, but I've been thinking about getting back to the church and like spirituality. I've just been struggling, and I need like some kind of divine connection to keep me grounded, honestly, because I'm feeling real lost in the sauce right now and don't know what the fuck I'm doing. My hair is kind of wet. I just can't care enough about that right now. So I'm about to just wrap it up in a headscarf and set it like that, and hopefully it dries in the morning. Oh well, if not, like I just can't be bothered at this point. So even Lola is passed out on the ground in the living room, just over it. So we are doing the best that we can at this point. It's raining right now, which is obviously not ideal. We don't love having to do things in the rain, but at least it's not super cold, so I don't have to worry about that. I think for the most part, we're probably going to try to wait the rain out, because apparently around 10:30, 11 is when it's supposed to calm down. So I'm not supposed to pick up the car until 10:30 anyway. So what I think I'm gonna do is at 10:30 go pick up the car and just park it right in front of my building, praying that there's a space available. But I just feel bad about my friend having to deal with this in the rain, so just trying to mitigate issues as much as possible. Also Lola, you know, I'm probably not gonna walk her while it's raining like this, so yeah, just grateful that this is not an all-day thing. I'm dealing with so much heat right now because I have fools that are trying to argue with me about this Drake and Kendrick beef and have been trying to argue with me all summer. And now he filed this lawsuit, and still he in this lawsuit is telling everyone else that he lost and that it caused him great harm. That is the biggest L I've ever seen. And they're still trying to allege that there's some kind of saving grace for him. Like, no, he's a loser, he's a punk ass, he's a sucker ass shit. Anyway, not the point of this video. Bye. I haven't been filming and I'm sorry, but basically my friend and I just finished loading up the car. I was able to get a parking space literally right in front of my building. I'm just running upstairs now to give Lola some food and water so that she's good while I move all the stuff into my storage unit and then drive my friend back to her apartment, which I feel like is gonna take us like probably an hour and a half. So just making sure she's good. The rain also stopped, which I'm really happy about. So yeah, things are moving well. Storage unit is about to be packed. And then my suitcases for Vegas are also already packed. So yeah, all that's really remaining at this point is to finish cleaning. Mommy's gonna be right back, okay? So I need you to be good. Your food's over there. You can eat whenever you're ready, and I'll see you in about an hour and a half to 2 hours, okay? I love you. We are secure. Everything is donezo. Thank you to my #1 helper. Love it. I dropped my car off with two minutes to spare. It has turned into a gorgeous, beautiful day. I'm about to go pick up Lola and take her on a walk finally. She's been a mostly good sport. Listen to more of that Kendrick album. I've been loving it. I was blasting it in the car. And Or What by NLE Choppa is like surprisingly a really good song to me. Anyway, I'm looking forward to having a good day. All I have left to do today is clean up my apartment. I have a friend who wants to come over and say goodbye. I think there's like an underlying anxiety for sure about the fact that like I am flying to Vegas and I am leaving New York for an extended period of time, and I'm not sure when or if I'll be back. I don't know, it's definitely resting under the surface, but for now I'm just gonna focus on getting through this day. I was sad about not getting to experience Christmas in New York, but look at these trees. They're starting to put the trees out. It's a little something, right? Just the little things. Bye, Lola. How cute. Ho, ho, ho. That's me. I was on my phone and she crawled between my arms into this tight little space to try and get some of my food. I mean, she's just been giving me kisses and whatnot, but I thought that was so funny because there's like no room. Like, girl, you did the most. Hey guys, so we officially closed up shop at the storage unit. There were a couple little small items that I had forgotten about and decided at the last minute to add to the storage unit. I had another friend who wanted to say goodbye, who had come over, who left about like 30 minutes ago. We just like talked, and you know, she's had some stuff going on as well. She was asking me how I was feeling and how I feel about what's coming, and it was very emotional, you know, like I just, in many ways, I don't know what's coming. I don't know what happens beyond this point. I don't know what happens after I get to Vegas. I really don't know, and that is really stressful for me as someone who likes to plan. And she kept saying, she's like, I know the Virgo in you is struggling with this, but you know, you just have to accept that there's only so much that you can know right now. And I do think that there's some freedom in that, and just like not having the choice to know, so choosing to not. It's about 7 p.m. right now, just before 7. I think I'm gonna take a walk, garden, let myself be emotional, and then order some Chinese food at the spot by me that I used to go to every fucking week, twice a week. Like, they just knew me. But I think I'm gonna stop by there, order some food for pickup, and then just come back here and eat. I'm very emotional. It's been so emotional, like I can't lie. And I went to my storage unit, I like prayed over it, just prayed that like, thanked those items honestly for like helping me like build a life in this city. And you know, even though I feel I do need a break, like it's hard to leave like all the things that I know and the people that I know. Like, I love them. It's not like I want to leave them, you know. So inner turmoil or like emotions just like building up underneath the surface, and like the wrong thing or the right thing will just like send it all crashing down, and it like wouldn't be terrible. But anyway, I checked in for my flight. I'm definitely gonna try and leave here by like 5 a.m. the latest. I do have global entry, which definitely helps, but just want to be safe. Really do feel like once I actually get to Vegas, I'll be a lot more calm and feel like a sigh of relief now that the move will be over and done with. And I'm definitely looking forward to that, even though it means I'll be away from here. I'm just looking forward to like not being stressed about some kind of impending thing that I'm counting down towards hanging over me. I am sad, I am grieving. There are things that I'm not the happiest about, but I think overall I am definitely full of gratitude and open to what this like next phase of my journey ends up being and looking like for me. So enough of me in my soapbox. I'll talk to you guys later. I picked up my Chinese food like I said I would, but it's again from this place that I used to go to like all the time. And he was like, oh my God, long time no see. Cause it's not always him who works there. Like, he's the owner, so he's not always on site. And I was like, yeah, you know, I've been all over doing stuff. I didn't mention I was unemployed. Actually I did months ago. Anyway, yeah, I told him like I'm leaving town tomorrow and I'm moving. He was like, oh my God, you're moving, new life, it'll be good for you. He's like, take care, sent me off. Like, he also, there's like this special thing that he does for my order every time, and I didn't get the thing that I normally would get every single time, and he still did the thing. So it's just the little things. I told him like this was my last meal in this city before I leave for who knows how long. So, you know, I think he felt the specialness of that moment as well. But anyway, I'm gonna head back home now, eat, and then walk Lola before I'm just in for the night, cleaning up and getting at least a little bit of rest before I go into the flight tomorrow. So good old chicken and broccoli, extra chili oil. About to watch some YouTube. Maybe I'll put on a show in a little bit, but yeah, things are going good. This one's begging as usual. It wasn't even that good for real. Hey guys, it's 4:30 in the morning. I'm walking Lola really quickly before we head to the airport, but I just wanted to give y'all a status update. So the donation pickup bags have been put out, cutting off my service, returning my router, and getting my donations picked up. Then I will finally be able to wave goodbye to this beautiful, gorgeous, amazing city that I'm going to miss so much. I can't lie, I'm definitely feeling a lot of grief. Last night I was on a walk and just kind of looking around and really appreciating this city that I've come to create a life in. Like, this is a neighborhood that I had been like dreaming about. Never thought it would be possible for me to actually be here on my own. You know, I had always imagined it with my then partner, because I just couldn't see how it would be feasible for me to ever pay for something like this. And, you know, and don't get me wrong, it was definitely expensive, and it was not a guarantee that I could even continue to support this financially, but we did it, and, you know, we created a beautiful life, and I got to live close to friends and have friends over and, you know, experience a bunch of different things that I never thought I would have access to. So I'm grateful. And I'm just praying that in feeling this gratitude, that I am also opening myself up to even greater things that can come in the future. Also, this shiner that you see on my head, I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, right there, my forehead. It was because I was trying to put my router. I was saying modem and router, but I was trying to put that somewhere where my friend could easily find in the package room, and it ended up falling on my head. And it was so freaking painful. And I was so angry. But again, gotta move onwards and upwards. Shit to do. But that's how my morning is going. We press on nonetheless. Okay, bye. Goodbye, apartment. You served me well. I appreciate every single moment. Okay, so update. We made it through check-in. No issues with getting in. They accepted her service animal form, and they also accepted my bags, even though one of them was definitely overweight by like a lot, by like 25 pounds. Actually, no, by 15 pounds, because it's 50 pounds and mine was like 64.5. Anyway, as usual, flying with Lola is just a lot of work. Like, oh my god, this shiner. Anyway, it's just a lot of work because she is just like so excitable and wants to like talk to everyone, go exploring everywhere, whatever. And you add to the fact that I have to carry everything. Like, I have my backpack and then I have her carrier. So like, whenever I do have to take her out of the carrier, there's just a lot of hands that are required. And I wanted to like let her roam around a little bit and not feel so confined, since she's about to be confined to her carrier for the entirety of this flight, which is over 5 hours going on 6 hours. So thankfully I let her like use the bathroom and stuff, like you guys saw before we got on the plane. And like, there will probably be like a pet relief area here as well that I'll take her to, but she like always is confused in those rooms and doesn't know what to do. It's just a lot. It's a lot to like, all the hands required, the logistics, like in TSA, having to like take her out the carrier, put all my electronics in the appropriate places, you know. And it's just a lot. Like, I think individually these things don't seem like that big a deal, but when you need to perform all of them simultaneously and within like quick succession, I'm talking like 30 seconds to 2 minutes, it is a lot. And like, at some point I was holding up the line and people had to go around me because I had to put all my items back in my bag. I had to like keep an eye on Lola to make sure she didn't like run away because she didn't have the leash on yet, you know. And like, putting my shoes back on, putting my jacket back on, like just so many things, trying to condense my bag so I'm not like carrying a million things, and also trying to carry her, strapping her to my body. Like, it is just a lot. And like, if another person was here, it would be like no big deal. It would be like literally no big deal. Like, one person could do one thing, the other person would do the other thing. And like, again, I'm emphatic about not feeling like wanting convenience or like support and like acts of service. I don't think that that is enough to like warrant a relationship. But there are definitely times where I'm like, I just wish I had someone else to like help me out with these things, you know. It's just a lot on one person. Anyway, we went to some like random cafe. Not that much is open because it's like 6 a.m. right now, but we went to a cafe and I picked up a couple things. I got a chai and a little like breakfast sandwich. And the whole time I'm like waiting there, Lola is being her usual like overly social self, jumping up on and like trying to say hi to like literally every single person to ever exist. So like, managing that while waiting for the food, you know, it's just, it can be a lot. And like, there are worse things. I will survive, but sometimes it really just, oof, it's a lot, baby girl, it's a lot. But anyway, we made it through. So that's another thing checked off my list of things that I was like worried about creating issues. Take this break to like eat, get us together. I gave Lola some water. I'm probably not gonna feed her because she was kind of like eating and nibbling like while I was sleeping. Like, she kept going to her bowl. It was like maybe 2:30, 3 a.m. and she was like eating food. So I think she's okay. And she did poop before we left. Anyway, I don't know how much you guys care about this stuff, but just sharing. So I am about to dig into this food and then make my way over to the gate and see if I can find like a pet relief situation for Lola before I actually get comfy at the gate and chill and whatnot. So that is a plan. Things are going decently well. I'm feeling grateful, if not sad, about it all. But I think once we are on the other side of this and in Vegas and I can get comfortable and put my stuff down and not have to like be so stressed about like doing everything on my own again, I think I'll be able to like breathe a sigh of relief. But for right now, not too bad. I'm at the gate right now. We board in about 25 minutes. I keep trying to hide my low shiner, but I realized while I was eating and feeding Lola that I completely forgot the Ziploc bag that had her Ollie food that she was gonna eat on the plane, as well as her Pet Lab powder, which I put in all her meals. And you know what? I was gonna be pissed off about that and like upset that I had spent $35 on that Pet Lab powder, and now it's just done and I had only just started using it. But instead, like, it is what it is, right? Like, to me, it's just serving as a reminder that like money comes and money goes, you know, and like stressing over money, worrying about like how much every single thing costs, and like, you know, wanting to spend more money on like more expensive things or whatever. Like, they could all be going on a second. Anyway, that's, I'm gonna consider that then my message. Excuse me, we're just going in right here. Thank you. Another failed attempt at the pet relief area. She just doesn't seem to understand that she can use the bathroom here, and she just has to wait until she's outside.
Yeah. Spicy sauce.
Grill that meat, queen.
Can you take one and send it to us?
Yeah.